Hello, hello, hello. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How is everybody doing this early morning? It's Saturday, everybody. And and I know we like to stay, well, a lot of people like to stay up late Friday, well, Saturday morning because of, if you have a regular 9 to 5. But anyway, I'm just here for a quick minute and I am going to share with you the literary device characterization. So, guess what? Guess what, everybody? We're all characters on a stage. The world is a stage and we're characters in it. Remember that? All right. Shakespeare and whatnot, for those of you. Anyway, so characterization, all right, is what makes all the attributes, physical and non physical, that makes the person who they are, the character or characters. You know, for example, let's talk about Denzel Washington's character in Equalizer. Now, physically, we can say he's maybe, I don't know, 6 feet, 2 inches tall, 6'3". I don't know. I'm just guessing. That's part of his physical attributes. That's all part of the characterization of the character. He's a person of color. He's um he's intelligent. That's the more non-physical attribute. He's very intelligent. He's quick. He's a quick thinker. He's fast on his feet. He's very agile. He's very pedantic. He really he's just a fast thinker, and he's very smart. Um, and he's very good with identifying who people are, seeing people for who or what they are. He's very generous to and very helpful to the people who are going through stuff, people who are not as fortunate and who are being taken advantage of. He loves to help the underdog. So he's what is a word to put to, he's a he cares about human beings and he doesn't like to see people taken advantage of. All right, so all these are part of his characteristics, and all of this put together is the characterization of I forgot the name of that character that Denzel Washington plays. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the character. I'm sure someone out there knows, but I just don't remember. But so so that's what characterization is. All right. So let's say your students, your high school students, on their regions, they have what is called a critical lens. They first have to interpret the critical lens, and then they have to find evidence from two works of literature to support their interpretation of the critical lens. So let's say they're using the literary device characterization. So they'll have to find, a character in one work of literature which supports whatever the meaning of the critical lens is. You see how that works? They'll have to find a character if they're using characterization as the literary device to support whatever the meaning is. So that's how it works. So they'll say, well, okay, this character is very smart. This character is very devious and controlling and whatnot and whatnot. And that supports the critical lens. Whatever. Well, I'm just talking because I didn't state a critical lens, which is in actuality a quotation. All right, and they call it a critical lens. It's like a famous quote or something, and they call it a critical lens. And then, of course, you have to identify two works of literature and get elements and techniques, literary devices from both works of literature to support your critical lens interpretation. All right, so that's how that goes. So basically, there's not much to say. You know what I mean? There's not much to say. And again, I think this is pretty like simple to understand, not because I know it, but because it's true. It's not complicated. All right, so I know you're gonna pat yourself on the back that you got this, y'all. You got this, and even parents, I think you got it too. But you might be a little in the dark about what on earth is a critical essay. And if you ask your students, I'm sure they'll be, well, hopefully they'll be happy to shed light and let you know what on earth they're talking about. Okay, so that's it for me. Let me see. Okay, 5 minutes and 43 seconds, something like that. Ah, man, you know, I seem to be having situations with waiting around for people who are coming to do like work, because there was some sort of somebody I was waiting around for yesterday to come do some work here at my space. And I'm sitting there, and I had somewhere to be for 12. So I had to let the person know, oh my gosh, I'm expecting like a technician to come by. And I told the person around 10 or something like that, because I had to meet up with the person at 12 noon. And I ended up meeting the person like 4 p.m. because I'm sitting there waiting for this person because I was given the time 8 to 1. So I'm sitting on the couch waiting and hoping that the person arrives um, so much, in a good time that I could make my appointment for 12. So I'm sitting on the couch. I say, okay, let me just sit here and wait for the person to show up. Next thing I know, I open my eyes, it's 1 p.m. I'm like, oh my gosh. And no one showed up. And then I called the people responsible and they said, oh, you were not, I didn't see your name here for an appointment for today. And I'm like, sir, I've been waiting here, for this whoever. And you're telling me that my name is not written in for an appointment. I specifically spoke to someone and they told me 8 to 1 on Friday. So I know I'm not, I was just so annoyed, but I wasn't annoyed at the person who I was talking to on the phone because it wasn't that person's fault. You know what I mean? But you see, in life, people create problems when they say something, they have you waiting around and they don't show up. And then you find out that they didn't even write your name down and you're waiting around for nothing. Isn't that something? That is so annoying. Ugh. Anyway, I'm going to say good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time in your time zone. And I'm going to hop off and I'll see you when I see you. Be blessed and have a good night's rest. Okay, bye.